Hello story lovers and welcome back to KidsWorld. Today, we have a wonderful story for you, all about a girl with big dreams and a pail of milk. Let's get started. Once upon a time, in a small sunny village lived a young milkmaid named Patty. Every morning, Patty would milk the family cow, Bessie, and carry the fresh creamy milk to the market to sell. She was known for her cheerful spirit and her head full of dreams. One particular morning, the sun was shining brighter than ever. Patty milked Bessie and filled her pail right to the very brim. It was the most milk she had ever collected in one go. Carefully, she balanced the heavy pail on her head and set off on the path to the market, her heart skipping with excitement. As she walked, her thoughts began to wander. This is so much milk, she thought to herself. I'll get a lot of money for it today. And with that money, what will I buy? Her imagination started to run wild. First, she decided, I'll buy some chickens. Yes, a whole coop of them. Those chickens will lay eggs every single day. I'll sell those eggs at the market and earn even more money. Patty smiled as she pictured herself collecting baskets full of fresh eggs. The path seemed to fly by as her daydream grew bigger and bigger. With the money from the eggs, she continued, her steps becoming a little lighter, a little bouncier. I'll buy a beautiful, plump piglet. I'll feed it the best scraps, and it will grow big and strong. Then, when it's time, I'll sell the pig at the fair for a huge profit. She was so caught up in her vision of wealth that she almost tripped on a stone, but she quickly regained her balance, the milk sloshing a little in the pail. But she barely noticed. Her mind was already on the next step. After selling the pig, I'll have enough money to buy my very own cow. Not just any cow, but a fine young calf. Even better than our Bessie. It will give even more milk than Bessie does. I'll be the most successful milkmaid in the whole village. Patty's heart swelled with pride. She imagined herself at the market, no longer with just one pail of milk, but with cartloads of cheese and butter, all made from her own herd of cows. Everyone in the village would admire her. And then, she thought, her excitement reaching its peak, I'll buy the most beautiful dress in the entire country. A gown of silk, perhaps in a lovely shade of green, with ribbons and lace. When I wear it to the village festival, all the young men will want to dance with me. She pictured herself at the festival, spinning and twirling in her new dress. But, she thought with a proud toss of her head, I won't dance with any of them. Oh no, when they ask me to dance, I'll just shake my head and say no. Lost in her grand daydream, Patty forgot all about the heavy pail of milk balanced on her head. To show how she would refuse the young men, she gave her head a very firm, proud toss. No, she said aloud. In that single moment, the heavy pail tilted, wobbled, and then tumbled right off her head. It crashed to the ground with a loud clang, and all the precious, creamy white milk spilled out, soaking into the dusty path. Patty stared in shock at the puddle of milk spreading on the ground. Her heart sank. Gone was the milk. Gone were the chickens she was going to buy. Gone were the eggs, the pig, the cow, and the beautiful green dress. All her wonderful dreams had vanished in an instant, spilled on the ground along with the milk. She sat down by the side of the road and cried. All her plans, all her imagined riches, were gone because she was too busy dreaming about them instead of focusing on the task at hand, getting the milk safely to the market. And so, Patty the milkmaid learned a very important lesson that day. It's wonderful to have dreams and make plans for the future, but it's even more important to focus on the present. The moral of our story is, don't count your chickens before they hatch. What a powerful lesson. It reminds us to take things one step at a time. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to subscribe to KidsWorld for more tales and adventures. See you next time.